This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics. We're selling this 2004 Chevy Tahoe on eBay. It is an LS. It is a 5.3 liter. It is a four-wheel drive. It was a theft recovery from an insurance company in Phoenix. It is on a salvage title. It has 50,000 miles. They marked it as not actual because they never bought a battery for it and they didn't have a key for it, so they couldn't look at the odo. Anyway, we bought a key in an odo and it has 50,000, I think 800 miles on the car. And they wouldn't, mark the actual miles because they didn't know what they were. So they got a title that they sold to us with 00000 not actual. So that's how it comes to be. Anyway, this is it's a great looking car. It's a great running car. Got a few very minor cosmetic issues. Definitely never been wrecked. Very straight. It does need tires. The wheels that they put on it, they probably stole the wheels off it. They don't have the wheel sensors, so you get the tire monitor message on your cluster. The tires are bad. We can get you a used set if you want to add it to the price. We can get you a used set for about $250. You won't have to pay taxes if you buy them through us. A new set, depending on what you want, between $400 and $600. Yeah, if you wanted to drive it out of state, I would suggest tires. They're really chunked up and rough. The truck, this Tahoe is beautiful. It's a really good looking car. Passenger side, front end. Rear end, fantastic condition. Take this plate off. There's the roof. Put the plate back on there. Okay, there's the driver rear tire. And here's what I'm talking about here. It's got a little bit of, looked like it bumped into a bush or something. There's no body damage here that I can see. There's a tiny little bit of a, I don't even know if you can see it in there, like a little bit of a ding type of thing that goes right here, but gosh, I didn't notice that until I got it in the perfect light. Anyway, I touched up all these little things here, and that's what it looks like. I wouldn't fix it if I were you. It costs too much money to do that. There's also a little rock chip right here. See that or not, and a couple on the edge of the driver door. I'm going to go under the hood here. There you go. That's under the hood. Fenders are all factory and they're not wrecked and they're not replaced. 3-liter. It's running right now, and it runs really, really well. There's a tiny little ding right here on the outside of the fender. I don't know if you can see that right here. Hardly a problem, but we like to tell you. Let's see. One of the cool things about this one is that it's kind of rare. It's got barn doors, which are really cool for short people or, people that are vertically challenged. They don't have to reach up and grab the lift gate. So that's what you got there. It's missing this little piece of panel which covers a jack that would be there if it was there, and whatever this little cover was. Got a little stain there, a little bit of stainage there. Other than that, it looks great. Let's see. Here's the rear. There's the seat. This seat was a replacement seat. We used the trim code, and this is the seat that the trim code called for. It's got like the same pattern in it, but in the front seat, the triangles in this little area are bigger. Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to let you know everything that's going on here. And this is a nice little line where the mat used to go. And they obviously never picked up the mat and cleaned underneath it. That's why you got that nice little perfectly square line all the way across. worse on this side, probably because the kid sat on this side. Anyway, the seats look good. There's that. There's the rear air controls. Door panels look brand new. The interior of this car is really good. See, there was a hole right here from the person laying their foot there, so we put a little, called the heel plate on there. Repaired that. There's a little crack in the trim next to the power seat switch. Anyway, everything works. These seats are in great shape. I mean, really good shape. Usually the bolster on the outside of the driver's seat is worn down. This thing's really nice and firm. What else? We're buying a new cover for this. This is going to be replaced. This is when they stole the car. They broke this, and they broke out the handle for the tilt. The tilt still works, so it just needs a handle that goes right in there. And we're going to get a new ignition for it also, because the ignition kind of got messed up. See how the key wiggles in it? So we're going to get a new ignition for it. There's the, I don't know if you could hear me when the radio was on. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we're replacing this plastic cover. The tilt, which works just fine. As you can see, I'm up and down right now. We need to get a handle for it. And we're going to get a new ignition because the key is kind of flopping around. Anyway, here's the tow overdrive button. There, it's on, off. And then that's the light. That's the message you get because it doesn't have the monitors and the wheels. But all you have to do is hit the reset button, and you got that. There's the miles. There's the cluster. Four-wheel drive. Put it in neutral and put it in 4-low. There you go. Put it in drive, and we're moving. And you can feel the torque in reverse. There you go. And put it in 4 high. There it goes. I can feel it go in. There's in drive. There's in reverse. All right, 2-wheel high. There we go. Let me tilt this wheel down a little bit. There we go. Take you on a quick ride. There's the air. Anyway, there's your seat pattern that I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't think anyone would ever even notice. It probably wouldn't notice if I hadn't told you. But, full disclosure and all, let me roll up this window. It is 104 degrees right now. Sissy weather. Anyway, this is a terrible road, and the tires of this vehicle are nasty. They're really not in good shape. If you're going to drive it out of state, we insist that you get some tires. We'll help you do that at our cost. Just add that to the price. It could probably drive a couple thousand miles on these, but considering how bad the tires are, it actually has a pretty good ride. Actually, a very good ride. Kind of shame we don't have a good set of tires on it. Anyway, let me step on it real hard here, make sure there's no policia. All right. There you go. Anyway, runs and drives like brand new. Everything works. The few issues it has, you know, I don't think I would address any of them except the tires. It's a nice rig. It's going to be at a very fair price if you compare it to other 04 four-wheel drive Tahoes. It's going to be great, and it has not been wrecked. This is not a wrecked vehicle in any way, shape, or form. All right. Please take a look. Thank you.